Yo. Um, I talked about this a few times. It's my main creative world on Bedrock, because Java is for mods, Bedrock is for default Minecraft. That's how I feel about it. And well, starting out here in, well, my castle house. I've built this before in some other worlds. One time on a floating island, but usually on the ground. And yes, I know the ray tracing is on, and I know the fans are going crazy. Most people don't care, so why should I? You got a little interrogation room. I can't really put sittable chairs in here, because the roof is thin. Yeah. And then you would just see the end portal frame right there. It's not a good sight. I know I don't like ray tracing normally because the clouds. You saw what they just did. It's weird. But I've been playing it a lot recently with ray tracing on, and it's made a lot of my stuff look better. It looks fine with normal, but I can run ray tracing. I might as well. Solid 60 FPS because this is more optimized than Java. Here's a general map of it so far. I haven't really done much. There's a visual artifact. It's whatever. I haven't done much just because it's new. It's not, no. I don't know why I said that. I just haven't had the want to until more recently. This should be a recognizable house. It's from the guidebook, the builder's guidebook. And I built this in a place you'll see later on. Right now, you're not gonna see it. In fact, this one is a little bit different from it. Well, basic necessities, crafting stuff, which, I guess doesn't block the windows. But nothing else really than a attic. Not sure what to use it for. Interior decorating isn't really my strong suit. This pink sheep. I used to have mobs naturally spawn in this world, but I decided, to just stop that because they would mess up the ground. I didn't want them spawning like on something like that or that. And this pink sheep was the reason why I even turned it off. It is kept here. There is no backyard. There is some command blocks. We'll get to those after these. And this house, this is pretty much what I use nowadays. It's, because I know where I always put this stuff, I put it there. I didn't really have a reason to put items in there. Because, only blocks of coal. Just as a hypothetical. Oh, ignore those. They're for a project right now, because there's always an active project. You know, sleep, bed. I can only really think of putting that up here. And yeah, it's really only a basic 2-story, but if I can get dark oak, it's most likely going to be this. Let's see. Yes, my airship house. I built this on somebody else's world, and I felt like I was never going to go back to that world, probably. So, you know, you gotta really use the structure block whenever you can to keep these alive forever. It's very important. Because then you're gonna have to rebuild it and you'll possibly get it wrong. And it just won't end good. Now that we're up here, you know, there's ladders leading into there, but just on the main floor, you know, there's actually sittable chairs. These lined up perfectly with the inside. And, you know, I could make them sittable. I could climb up to the top and go into this. This was here to stop mobs from spawning in that other person's world. I don't really need it anymore, but I have no reason to destroy it either. So, yeah. And then you could keep going down from here. And you're in here now. It's pretty dark in here, I know. I tried with putting in without ray tracing. It's bright, but with it on, well, it's more accurate. These cyan stained glass take up a lot of light away from it. Yeah, not perfect. It's whatever, really. You can see outside. You see that over there. We'll get to that last because that's been the last thing I've been working on. You know. Nothing really back there. The enchantment room right here. This fully works. It barely fits, but it does work. And a storage room. These generate light with ray tracing. Technically though, it doesn't in the game. So I wouldn't treat it like that. That's why the lanterns are still there. You know, basic auto smelter. Little crafting area. You can see outside. And yeah, this is bedroom in here. Red beds. Gotta go with red beds. It's a classic. The windows are the latest thing to this. Pufferfish, left by the person in the other world. Also, why is there carpets here? Because on the other world, mobs would spawn up here. So I had to put carpets all over it so they would stop spawning. And I decided just to keep this little trim on table area. I don't really know what else to put up here. Definitely not cannons. That's an exit. That's a not exit. Because the safest way to get down is to just go in the water. And, yeah. Let's go up here. This is why... Ray tracing is why I even made this. Because, you know, in normal Minecraft, it doesn't look super good. Because, you know, they're not up blazing or saturated color. They're just kind of, you know, clear with a red little bit. And there is, I believe, well, there's a light block there right in front of me, but you can't just naturally select it. You have to be holding it to see it. But you could see that they all look so much better when they're like this. I know it's not what Angel Island looks like. I just felt like adding Chaos Emeralds, which I guess these are the Super Emeralds. It's Master Emeralds right there. Yeah, you know, did a little bit of decorating with this too. It's surprising. Oh, right, they glow. When the light casts through them, you can see the colored rays. It's cool. Ah, it became nighttime. Okay. Well, you can see. Yeah. The street lights go up at night. This isn't my build. This is my sister's build. Just her house. Yeah, ray tracing isn't very nice, but to be fair, it is pretty naturally dark in this house. Got some dogs. Oh, red beds. Oh yeah, this is a very good idea. Yeah, because it lights down below and also up here too. Got a window. It's cool. TV. Kitchen. Not suitable chairs, but I should have probably told her how to do it. Nothing in those. Nothing in those. Then there's a backyard area. There is a doghouse with one dog in it. Maybe I should set it to daytime. Got a trampoline. She made some pixel art. I know for that one she followed a video. That one she was following a video. That one, pretty sure she just looked up the menu sprite. And it was pretty easy to copy. Oh yeah. Also, can you tell which Pokemon is my favorite? Yeah. It took a while to build all these, and really the hardest part was getting the right colors. For these few, it was pretty easy. Once it got to Gen 3, it got pretty hard. And then I had to use more of the same for these. This one, I built pretty early on, and then I just filled in the rest. Of course, you gotta have the menu sprite. There's no way I'm building the modern one though. That's it's a lot. Okay. You can see there is Yenzi Road, and that way is Papa's Boulevard. The street stuff is pretty new generally. Darquatus Street is up ahead. on the left is Potato Road, which is not a very long road, but when you also take a right, it's also Potato Road. And from Darquatus Street, we go to Ospici Boulevard. Yenzi Road straight ahead. I used to call a real road Yenzi Road. Because, you know, I didn't know how to pronounce it. It was a weird combination of stuff. Of letters. Yeah. You continue on to Potato Road. To the McDonald's. Please tie up your animals. Now, you may recognize this from rants recently. You know, all sittable chairs. You know, can't really switch to them easily though. It's a little off, but you can still sit on them, so it's whatever. You got trash cans, totally trash cans. And you got the men's washroom. I'm pretty sure that is dyed water. It looks like it, at least. It would be a mirror, but, you know, Minecraft can only really go so far. There's also a mirror on the other side. Not transparent. Jesus. That's in the women's. I know I looked at the wrong ones. You know, I had to make it that because there's a light right there. Lighting is pretty alright. But, you know, some areas, a little strange. Go back here. It's nice. We got all the cooking places. I was supposed to build a menu, but like I just haven't yet. In fact, this area is pretty, you know, barren. I should probably change it. You know, at a manager's office. They could sit down. You can't. Workers can't. And from here, you control the lighting in the entire store. Yeah. Okay, and then we got the fridge. I was gonna put, you know... Oh yeah, huh. I don't think I actually made these. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I didn't make those. It's just shulker boxes of ingredients. Ah, yes, these ones I filled up with stuff. Why is bread in the fridge? I don't know. I should probably put fish in here too. Cod. Yeah, that is pretty much it for in here. There's a lot of redstone going on up here. I guess I could show it. Got a little smokestack. Yeah. And redstone gives a lot of lighting. At least, that's what it wants to do. With ray tracing. When you place a block, it, you know, updates it to realize, wait, it should not be doing this. Yeah. Okay. There's just some soul fire to give that effect. That's really it. The Cody's Mom Hotel. This was also made by my sister. I helped with some rooms. I helped with the ice machine, but, you know, the outside is pretty much all her. This I gussied up. I put it into here because I had a feeling I would never be in that world again, and I didn't want to rebuild all this. Pretty much stopped playing that world too, so definitely needed. Here we got hotel keys, houses too. Oh yeah, in her world she was planning on having house keys, but that didn't really pan out. Room 101, staff only. You got dinner, you got the money, you got breakfast. Yes, enchanted golden apples for breakfast. And you got lunch. Seems a lot the same as that, just with watermelon. Emergency only. Oh yeah, these are basically maxed out kits. And stroker boxes are so easy to duplicate. Here's where breakfast would be served, but I don't think she got that far. You know, second floor. Ice machine. I mean, all hotels have one, so. Yeah, the rooms are pretty cozy. That isn't correct. I don't think it can be correct. Oh well. It's not like that for every room, surprisingly. Yeah, more rooms. All of them are really furnished. They were never really able to be. Another ice room with a different door. It's a little confusing. Nothing in there. These rooms aren't really properly sectioned off. And then empty areas. You know, this is very bright in here. Gee, I wonder why. And you know, trees. I don't know why. So whatever. I'll find a way to connect this and give it a parking lot someday. But, you know, can't have it all. Okay. The next thing I built was this. A town hall. This looks very nice, even without ray tracing. You know, yeah. I tried to fit all the paintings in here that I could. But I guess the main thing we got is the main courtroom. And you know, the jury / spectator box. You know, follow that. Interior and lawsuits. And over there is construction sanctioning. Courtroom, you know, At the prosecution discussion room, defense discussion room. They're not that big. They're not really furnished. I should probably do that. And we got the judges stand. Can't have them sit because then they would be like way too low. Because this is already pretty low. You could barely see people's heads. Like this, you could at least see their heads. Because again, look how low. Yeah, it's the only way to make stuff able to be sat on, but not really amazing for it. Compared to just, you know, being able to sit on it naturally. Let's go this way first. Spectator box. All of these you can sit down on. Very nice. You know, glass separating them. And a fence, too. You got the cafeteria. It's free to all. It's like a subway. You go from left to right and get whatever. Checkout. I mean, there's no cash register because it's free. You got a place to sit. You know, look out the window. No, out the window to your left. These guys, much more boring chairs, but it's a place to sit. That's what counts. And some more paintings. Prosecutor's office and the defense attorney. Thing is, they're pretty much a mirror of each other. You know, these are different, but the desk and computer chairs are not. At the main help desk, little plant, computer. You know, you can't really do much. I know real computers exist in Minecraft, but no way am I actually making one of those. Even if it was all done for me, I wouldn't do it. Okay. Oh, I guess I didn't tell you. This is the structure blocks or imports and exports. You know, if you want to import something into the world or export something, they would, you know, hypothetically go here. And for permissions specialists, this is what they would change for people if they needed it. Purely hypothetical though. Everybody starts out as a visitor. So, I mean, I would just give a member or operator in some rare cases. Oh, same thing for both of them. I guess they're not against each other like the prosecutor and defense. And this is just general construction. You know, small little cubicles. Not much to really say. It's a nice view though. You know, I like the little trim I did. It's at least somewhat random with jungle leaves, normal oak leaves, and then these leaves. I basically just did this and then broke some. One at a time. And then, I guess... Okay. Let's talk more about the road. Because this was after that. Oh yeah, there's parking spaces. Usually I have people tie up their animals, but I don't know why I didn't put them there yet. So Potato Road. This is all Potato Road. And Potato Road will continue straight down this for basically as long as I want, since it's gonna be the main road to get to stuff. Now here, this is Llama Plaza, but you know, this llama is also gonna become a hotel. Hotel services will be on here, and an elevator will be in here. I've started setting it up. It's multi-floor, so, and you could also call it bank. But it's gonna be a while. It's gonna be a little confusing too. Well, there's the floor. I'm gonna have to break some of this. Cause like this body area of the llama is gonna have to be like the main area for most of the rooms. Like, the elevator has to be big because, I mean, it's redstone. I'm maybe only gonna put like one room per each of these floors. And this elevator is probably only gonna be in that leg and in this leg. You can see I lined the inside with white terracotta. Because, you know, looking at this as a wall, it just wouldn't look good. And there's enough space in there anyways, so it's whatever. This llama took about 8 hours to build. Just because I had to figure it out. Like, building the Minecraft mobs is not easy. I would recommend doing this outline, because then it actually gives you space to properly expand their pixels. Like if you want to do a 4x4 like I did, or a 2x2, this outline is going to help with these corners. For something like this nose, it's fine if some of it, you know, bleeds into this, because, you know, that's the same. That's fine if it's the same. It's the nose, and that doesn't really matter. That's the same. It's fine. And then, you know, there's something like the ears where it's fine if it's not outlined, because then the spacing would be off. But, you know, stuff like the head, the torso, the legs, those, just try and outline those with this, like this. And, you know, since it's such a big place, I had to build a big parking lot. These ones I'm pretty sure are always on, because technically it's always nighttime in that, since it's under this. It's weird. I don't really like it, but it's just the way it has to be. I had to get, you know, new lights, or frog lights, pink ones to match the pink outline of this. I don't know why I made this the fountain. It just kind of works though. So. And I don't know what these I'd really call these, but yeah, they're cool. Right. Now you would think that's the end, but you probably remember the command blocks. Okay. So, let's see, that one's the newest one. Great Potato Farm's farm example. I was planning on doing something, you know, like this big, but it just didn't like pan out. Very shimmery with ray tracing. Like, I wanted to make it a giant farm to show why it's a giant conglomerate. It just didn't work out. I'm gonna have to change it one day, but it's a lot to change, so yeah. Anyways, took me back home. I don't know if any of you ever watched FedEx Gaming, but if you have, this is what is FNAF 1 looked like. Now, let me turn off ray tracing just so you could see better for this part. Okay, so ray tracing's off. And yeah, these are meant to be cameras. You got the main, you got the closet. You got the main showroom floor. Now, he didn't normally make these suitable. I did that myself, which took a while because you could see there's a lot. You know, this was meant for the Xbox 360. So, you know, these were meant to be Bonnie, Chica, and Freddy. I know, it's a little cursed. It's whatever. Employees only. You know, you got the back room with the heads. And no endo though. He does place all the cameras in the right places. Oh yeah. This looks better in ray tracing because these don't give off much light. They do, you know, without though. I'll show you that at the end. Yeah, this too. Upper minecarts. Just leading into there. That's what he did. I added the fireplace. The campfires for the smoke. That's not what he originally had. Yeah, this would also look better. I guess we've gotten to that part. But yeah, as you can see, much better in ray tracing. Oh yeah, it's an iron door. Bathrooms also look better because those would give off light. It's meant to be dark. Just beacons aren't meant for that. And here. Yeah, see? Much darker here. And the doors actually function. So if you had friends and, you know, don't like putting in the effort, you could do it. I had to update those, and FedEx Gaming specifically made a video on how to make these work again, because, you know, it was an old Minecraft, like console edition. I know I am a void. Just deal with it. And then another thing from the Xbox 360. Now you start off in here. You are about to enter a world from the Xbox 360. My second main creative world since the first I deleted, and deleting a Minecraft world that you spend a long time on is a mistake we all make at one point. At least I didn't delete the second, right? This was left as accurate as possible since I last played the world. Please do not move or break anything, as this is for preservation, not continuing the world. You have other places in the rest of this world for that. The yellow wool border shows the actual border of the old world, since they weren't infinite like nowadays. This does not contain every single thing I ever built in this world, as I did destroy some projects at some points, and it would take a lot of time and effort to figure out what I destroyed and the exact placement of where I built it. So don't expect me to ever build what is lost. That is for some other projects that I don't have a choice about. You may notice some of these structures are updated around the rest of the world. Yes. Maybe you'll find them all. I won't say where. Good luck with that, and enjoy an exhibit of the past. Other wall. Close the door on your way out. Come back when you're done, because that's the button to go back. I know. It's odd, just deal with it. So, it's exactly as I typed it. This is a world on the Xbox 360. This hole is what was left on it. I haven't really played that world since, because I have modern Minecraft. You can see dead villages and all, because I killed all the villagers, and sometimes their doors too. Their crops are fine, but their houses definitely aren't. And neither are they, because they've probably been dead for 5 years at this point. Probably longer, honestly. Everything was taken out of that chest. But yeah, the main part is this. Now this, I don't know why it was placed like this, but it was. Oh man, I actually destroyed so much in this world. I did end up building it in a different world, but that world is actually gone now. Because, you know, my sister who built that house in the hotel and stuff broke it from stopping an update. It's not unrecoverable, but it's gonna be a very long time till I ever see those things again. These were note block songs, but like, they don't really work when converting. And you know, sometimes they'll just do that. I don't know how that happens. You know, made a gaming chicken for some reason. But yes, this house actually connected the village road that we built near to these houses. God, that was a very long pathway. You know? I don't think you could actually... No, you probably could. I think it's just a product at the time. I know I said not to place anything, but that's literally something that just needed to fix when being converted. I don't know why I had 3 ender chests. Oh yeah, I didn't do the sit down thing for my house. So it had to be a block away, and then you crouch, or you know, you go like right there and crouch. Bridge. Well, it's supposed to have stuff, but it doesn't. I made a strange design for the roof. As if it's, you know, beams, but load-bearing beams, but I don't know. They don't really seem to be good. Gotta have a TV. There would be a nether brick in there to function as the remote. It'll just be called remote. You have a shower with a lever. And you can see the smokestack is a little different, and there's only a window on this side, and also that. But this one has a backyard. Now I couldn't get the entities to stay in here, but there would be a Jeb sheep in here, and I'm pretty sure a pig, a baby pig. You know, gotta have a pool. This deep slate is because of converting the worlds. And this is pretty much how it is in the book, but on a creative flat world in console edition, bedrock was pretty much right there, and you couldn't destroy it either. So for it to be this deep instead of just, you know, this deep, it had to touch bedrock. And you convert the world, that gets converted to deep slate. Oh, right. Yeah, and smooth stone slabs were the only, you know, form to get this. It was there. The smooth stone block didn't exist. It was only these slabs. Gotta have a normal looking tree. I'm pretty sure I followed the guidebook pretty accurately, you know, until this and this. We got a playground here. There would be, you know, minecarts in here. And then it would break with that. I'm not really sure why I expected people to put them back. I guess they could reach it. Yeah, you gotta have a very tall slide and then, you know, a winding slide. I'm leaving that. That was probably what it was meant to be. Yeah, these would share minecarts. Oh man, this kind of reminds me of a specific dream I had. It takes place at a park, and the playground is really intricate and tall. It's very confusing. At a lake, same problem as the pool. Touched bedrock. Can I actually sit on these? You could fish though. I'm pretty sure I did fish a couple times in here. Cakes. And a random red wool block. You know, had another portal, end-to-end portal, right next to each other, because felt like it. The text didn't get transferred. I'm not quite sure what this was. This was a costume store, because dyeable leather armor was new in the console edition, and I made a bunch of different costumes with it. Really up to the imagination, though. I think I could go back to the world and see what they were and then remake them. I might. I'm just really not sure what that was. It might have been a prison. No, this was a blacksmith. Yeah, this was a blacksmith. Oh no. Okay. Yeah, ender chests were meant to function like an ATM. So blacksmith, costume store, and hospital. Yeah, it looks a little weird. I know. But, you know, there would be a villager in here. And or a zombie villager. And you would put the weakness potion in there and then feed it manually. The golden apple would be in here. And yeah, it'd cure him. We got the cold room. Not really sure what it was for, being honest. It was for something. And we got the infirmary. They just rested. You know, we had a village we lived in. Had the dragon egg out there. 'Cause why not? This is my sister's house, who also built the other stuff before. A fridge, a TV, a couch, a sink. Yeah, you really had to use your imagination. This is the bottom floor, but there was also an entrance up to this floor. And this is where her dogs would be. And there's a bathroom, you know, bath right here, shower right here. It's considerably easy to make a shower. Toilet, no sink. Dance room. But I assume it is. Some reason an anvil up here. Not sure why. I remember spawning in a snowman to, you know, model this. And then I gave it a top hat, because why not? Another village. Okay. When I talked about stuff that I couldn't really replace. Oh, I really regret doing this. But I made 3D heads of the main 4 FNAF characters. Let's see. From here it was Foxy, then Chica, then Bonnie, then Freddy. But to make room for those, I ended up destroying them. And, you know, for the time, I thought they were pretty good models of their heads. Because I didn't really even follow any tutorials either. But they're gone. I don't think I can get them back, ever. I don't remember how I built them. And I really did think they were pretty good. I think they would still hold up nowadays, but they weren't like, you know, visually accurate. Oh, okay. They were accurate, but, you know, not the exact style of them. It made way for these. I was gonna build all the starters from each generation. If I only got up to Gen 4. Well, okay, I guess I got to Tepic in Gen 5. And you know, here's a small version of the regular show house. Yeah, this is much better. You know, got the cart. Can't really get in Dang it. Yeah. It's not very big, and the tutorial didn't even have it furnished. So, yeah. Not sure why this is missing. I'm pretty sure the tutorial was from FedEx Gaming. I'm pretty sure. I don't know. There's probably a better tutorial nowadays. But this was back on the Xbox 360, so. And pretty early on because, you know, that's wool, not the concrete. Concrete would be a better choice if they had it. Oh yeah, those two. Again, sister made it. Oh man, there was a lot of worlds on the Xbox 360 that I just deleted. I regret it. I really do. Because I was making like a big wood house in one of them. Wonder if I still have them. On some other file. You know, the usual. Usual broken house. Well, you could see how I bring this in. But, the issue was this took a very long time to import. Like, you really... I'm not sure how many hours it took, but it took quite a long time. And I do still have all the files for this. I could import them whenever I want. And it'd all be fine, but it can only go 64 tall and wide. Well, I guess not tall. Lengthwise and widthwise. But it could go... I'm pretty sure it's a build limit, which was confusing to me, because then it made this job a lot longer than it really should have been. Cause like, you know, why? Just why? There was no reason. Like, if you're gonna allow that tall, you should allow much wider. The files aren't even that big. So like, this was a 13 by 13 of these, I believe. Yeah. Which doesn't sound that big, but when you have to, you know, type in the name AW7,2 every single time, and then, you know, type in the dimensions you want it, and then put an offset of -4, it takes a super long time. And then you have to do it all over again, even for spots that don't have much. Because I did it for everything. That's why the yellow border is there. Because I put in the effort to keep it there. And you know, you could have said I could just use like these blank ones for the same ones over here, and then put on the yellow border. But then it, you know, it wouldn't really be accurate. It took so long, but it is, I mean, preserved. Had a feeling. Practically forever now, I think. Even if, you know, all that part was the only real part that mattered. Well, there is sand over here. And see, you just wouldn't get that. You just wouldn't get that with half doing it. You wouldn't get the holes that were left behind, because I remember in the Elytra update, you would be able to fit in 1 block gaps, and I did that, and then I started digging underground like a mole. Just because it was the fun, neat, new thing to do. Oh yeah. This. I guess I didn't show you that obsidian box either. I can't import the end or the nether. First off, it's not a thing. And second, it wouldn't really be much. Anyways, this was the lab for the... I'm pretty sure at one point you could put a painting on this wall. Just a little 1x1 painting. But I don't think you can anymore, so it probably got destroyed. Okay, then this. This was an emergency area. Oh, enough light gets in with vanilla. But you would stand on here, pressure plate would go off, and it would equip you with all your armor, or bow, or sword. But yeah. All the items are gone from chests, I'm pretty sure. This. So what was this gonna be? It was also something I destroyed. I mean, you already could tell I was obsessed with FNAF. And then, you know, Maddox Gaming coming in clutch again with FNAF 1, FNAF 2, FNAF 3, and FNAF 4 builds. FNAF sister location, you know, I never got to that one. But, I'm pretty sure the tutorials just kept getting longer. And I wanted to do other stuff, like that, and that. This was originally connected to a much larger glass platform, which held... This one, I'm pretty sure, held FNAF 4, which kept, you know, being off with my measurements. I could never count the glass right. It was much higher in the air too. It was, let's see, I'd say yeah, like right here in the air is where it would be. But I just couldn't like get the right platform length or width, and then some of the hallways, you know, got messed up because of that. And then I made the world that, you know, just doesn't work nowadays. And then I started building them in there, but not many, I think. And I ended up destroying those ones too. Because even in the video that I once had posted, it's not there. Let's see, what else did I destroy? Yeah, these were also much higher in the air. But, you know, something happened. Just like with that one. Let's see. I think there was another village over there. But I did destroy it at some point. I don't know why, honestly. It just kind of happened. I'm pretty sure I went on and off with this headset. I mean, I obviously landed on having it, but at some points it just didn't have it. Nah, I think that's all I destroyed. FNAF 1, FNAF 2, FNAF 3, and FNAF 4. And then, you know, the FNAF heads. Squishy. I was pretty not willing to let her build stuff in the world. I let her build the house. I let her build those way off over there. But she didn't really do much in this one because I didn't let her. In Creation World, this is Creation Chasm, not Creation World. As you can see. But in Creation World, I did let her build a lot of different stuff. This was mainly just my place to build stuff. Just, you know, I wasn't willing to share. It took a while for me to even make Creation World. Because this is the only one I wanted to play. And the survival world was always in peaceful mode because I was scared. Yeah. You can see how things have changed, you know. A much more house-looking house instead of square. I guess that's technically a square, but it's a detailed square. I mean, yeah. That is pretty much it. Oh, wait, no, I didn't share the name roads with you. I mean, I did tell you. That caused all this road to happen. Okay. Oh, if you take a left, it's Pebble Street. You also take a right, it's Pebble Street. Mainly because she helped with, you know, figuring out how wide or big this should be, and also how it should intersect. So that's hers. Then we got Top's Trail right ahead. Deeren Street over there. That's Dispo Road. You can only really go to Dispo Road by making the U-turn eventually here. And then, you know, going like that or that. You can also go back onto Pebble Street. Trey from the new Super Mario Bros. Series actually named this. And I thought it was a little out of nowhere for him to name it after the Dragon Ball characters. But, you know, I mean, you're gonna have Top, might as well have Dispo and Jiren. Then you keep going all the way over here. You get to Polar Avenue, which the guy who also recommended I build this named. Now that's crazy. You know how to make that more scary? There's no caves in a super flat world. Whatever made that noise had to be super loud or super big to make that noise come all the way over here. Because there's literally, very literally, nothing for infinite blocks. The nose was a little iffy on this one. In fact, it's not even technically even. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. When normally the blocks are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then, you know, there's this part. It just got really iffy. I probably could. No, actually I can't. Because this is 1, 2, 3, 4. This has to be here. This has to go all the way around to make it look good. That's why, you know, something like this can be a little off. But this is better with the outline. And I think it's a pretty accurate model of the llama. You know, I understand that the white wool and this look pretty much the same. From a distance, it's pretty hard to see the difference. But it's whatever. On the white llama, it's barely noticeable anyways. And I had to implement some part of the gray llama because, I mean, there wasn't really anything just slightly darker than this. So it had to be gray. I know the welcome sign are not in the same place, but this is really just for visitors that are walking by. But when you enter from here, it's probably because you're parked here to stay here a longer while, or, you know, for the hotel, which will be here eventually. I just gotta figure out that elevator. That stone's tough. Interior design is much tougher for me. Let's see. I guess I could end it on here. Yeah. Yep, sun's about to rise. This isn't like the last time you'll see this. This is just, you know, because I've talked about it so much. People probably want to see it instead of just me talking about it. So this is what it is. I know it's a long video. Shouldn't be too hard to edit though. And I know I haven't been posting recently. My wrist was hurting pretty bad up until today. I don't know why. It just was. Yeah. Don't worry. This will be back someday. I just don't have a really much of a reason to. Right. Like, very soon. You understand it. There might be loads more stuff next time you're here. But, yeah. Have a good day. Or else.